Hey, how's it going? It's Keith Townsend from the CTOadvisor.com with today's CTO Daily Dose for October 30th, 2017. First off, hat tip to the Google App team, the Google App Engine team, for the concept or inspiration behind this chart. They actually tweeted this out via Kelsey Hightower on his Twitter feed on the relationship of functions all the way to bare metal. And I thought I'd walk through this chart as a precursor to tomorrow's CTO Daily Dose and webinar talking about serverless in general. So I've struggled with this concept of how is serverless different than traditional PaaS, platform as a service, ever since the concept of Lambda has been introduced. If you write code to a platform and that platform executes code and you don't have to worry about the servers behind the scene, then how is PaaS not serverless? So, I think this chart helps break down the relationship. I think this is a question between both operations and the developer. The CNCF had a really great debate between members of the CNCF working group for serverless. There was folks such as AWS on the line and people from projects such Alex Ellis, who I'll have on the CTO Daily Dose shortly, who talked through the value of functions as a service versus the concept of serverless. If you take an open source project like FaaS, install it in your infrastructure, then you don't reap the financial benefits of a Lambda. If you're not executing code in Lambda, then you're not charged for compute capacity. However, if you have an open source project such as OpenFaaS or OpenWhisk or name the open source projects on premises and you don't consume resources, you still pay for the servers. You also still have the operational burden of the servers themselves. So I think that plays nicely into discussing the difference between platform as a service, functions as a service as it relates to serverless. So these top two areas, the functions, the applications, the functions you write as part of your application, make up apps. That's a serverless view from the developer perspective. So from an operations and developers team perspective, the developers are more concerned with this serverless layer in which they just write code that creates apps. They can focus on the apps and the functions that make up the apps. Those functions and apps can exist in containers, which we're now getting into the concept of functioning at the operations layer. Our operations teams are most definitely concerned with containers that can hold functions. And this is where the concept of PaaS start to bleed in. These functions can be written towards a PaaS platform, such as Cloud Foundry. The mechanism to run those functions can be within either a container or a virtual machine, which is most definitely part of the infrastructure silo. So the big question on whether a PaaS is a serverless solution or if it's just a traditional PaaS with servers behind the scene comes from your operating perspective. If if the infrastructure is operated inside of the cloud, then from your organization's perspective, your entire organization's perspective, is all serverless. Your only interaction with the infrastructure is functions and apps. Developers write functions and apps. None of your operations teams concern themselves with the actual underlying infrastructure. So AWS, Lambda, Microsoft Azure's Cloud Functions, I think it's called, or I think that might be Google's platform, but they're functions as a service solution, or even PaaSes. So a Cloud Foundry hosted by IBM, you wouldn't worry about the underlying infrastructure. You just write code to the Cloud Foundry PaaS, and IBM operates the servers behind the scenes. However, if you're deploying one of these solutions yourself on premises, such as Open FaaS, then you are going to concern yourself with the Docker container level, the Kubernetes that's handling auto scaling, the virtual machine that both Kubernetes control plane and Docker is running on. And of course, the bare metal servers themselves that host the infrastructure. So this is a evolution, a start of the conversation at how serverless itself, the broader term serverless, is much more about a operating model than it is a specific technology. It's a relative conversation to your environment, where you're managing and where what you're consuming. I know it's a deep topic. We'll talk more about this in tomorrow's webinar on thectoadvisor.com. Visit me on the web, thectoadvisor.com, to register for a webinar about serverless, in which I talk about this whole diagram, much deeper detail, hour-long conversation. Look forward to having it with you. Until then, talk to you on the next CTO Daily Dose.